After 60, just 3 essential vitamins for enhanced leg circulation. Welcome to Golden Life Health. Have you ever questioned why your legs continue feeling heavy or chilly despite trying numerous circulation supplements? If your legs frequently feel fatigued, tingly, or simply not as robust as previously, you're certainly not alone. Numerous individuals beyond 60 experiment with product after product, yet still experience no genuine improvement. And truthfully, it's not your responsibility. Most supplements available use minimal doses or combine too many ineffective ingredients that don't actually benefit your blood movement. However, here's the information most individuals never discover. Your body primarily relies on just 3 crucial nutrients that directly enhance stronger circulation. These nutrients assist in opening rigid blood vessels, making your blood flow smoother and maintaining your veins flexible as you age. Since many viewers have varied experiences, I genuinely appreciate hearing from you later in the video. Which supplements have actually produced results for you and which haven't. Your input might even assist someone else viewing today. The reality is, you only witness genuine changes when you apply the correct forms, the correct doses, and the correct timing. Once you grasp that, your legs begin feeling completely transformed. Nutrient 1, Niacin, vitamin B3. Niacin represents one of the most underestimated nutrients for enhancing leg circulation, despite being among the most beneficial nutrients available for this specific purpose. Many individuals beyond age 60 start observing that their circulation feels altered from how it functioned previously, particularly in the legs. This occurs because the body experiences gradual, yet significant changes through the years. The initial change involves blood vessels naturally becoming more constricted as time advances. When vessels narrow, blood cannot move as freely, and the body must exert more effort simply to push blood through those restricted pathways. The second change involves the blood itself potentially beginning to feel denser or more sluggish than before, which adds additional difficulty to circulation. These two concerns frequently appear simultaneously as individuals age, and niacin is a nutrient capable of addressing both. However, this only occurs when the appropriate form of niacin is utilized consistently. The form that the body genuinely responds to is identified as flushing niacin or nicotinic acid. This represents a specific form of niacin that generates a warm, tingling sensation on the skin temporarily. That warm, spreading sensation isn't random or dangerous. It occurs because flushing niacin physically dilates the blood vessels. This widening effect is something alternative forms cannot deliver. Many retailers offer no-flush niacin because some individuals dislike the sudden warm sensation. Yet the truth is that non-flushing varieties simply don't produce the same vessel opening effect. They might feel more comfortable, but they don't assist with circulation identically. For anyone whose objective is improving circulation, especially circulation to the legs where slower blood movement is extremely common with age, the flushing form is the one capable of offering genuine noticeable support. Starting niacin safely. When beginning niacin, it's optimal to adopt a gentle approach and permit the body time to adjust. Most individuals start with 250 milligrams once daily, typically consumed with food, so it feels more comfortable on the stomach. Taking it with a meal can also help reduce the intensity of the flush. After approximately 2 weeks, once the body becomes accustomed to how niacin functions, many individuals increase the dose to 500 milligrams daily, provided they still feel comfortable with it. Because niacin can interact with certain medications or with existing liver conditions, consulting with a physician or pharmacist before increasing the dose is always a safer and wiser decision. A brief conversation can help ensure that the way you utilize niacin is both safe and effective, particularly for individuals who take daily medications or have other health considerations. Understanding the flush. In the beginning, nearly everyone notices something termed the flush. This flush is a warm wave that may spread across the face, the neck, and the arms, and occasionally even down toward the torso. For a brief moment, the skin may turn pink or slightly red, which can appear surprising if you've never experienced it previously. The first time it happens, the sensation can feel unusual, almost like a sudden wave of heat rising through the body, similar to the feeling of entering a warm room after being in a much cooler environment. Some individuals also notice light itching or tingling during the flush. The sensation is temporary and typically lasts approximately 15 to 30 minutes. Although it may feel strange, it's actually a sign that the niacin is performing exactly what it's designed to do, opening up the blood vessels so that blood can move more freely. Over time, as you continue consuming niacin, the flush usually becomes milder, shorter, or may even disappear completely. Many individuals report that after 1 or 2 weeks, they barely notice it anymore. How niacin works internally. Understanding how niacin functions inside the body makes the entire process much clearer. Niacin acts as a natural vasodilator, which means that it encourages the arteries and veins to relax and gently expand. A helpful way to visualize this effect is to consider a tight garden hose. When a hose is narrow, water struggles moving through it. But when a hose expands even slightly, water flows through with far less resistance. The identical thing occurs inside the blood vessels. Even a modest amount of widening allows blood to travel more easily, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to the legs and feet. Niacin also affects how thick or sticky the blood feels. When vessels widen and blood moves more freely, the flow becomes smoother, more consistent, and easier for the body to manage. This combination, wider vessels and smoother blood flow, is what helps many individuals experience warmer legs, less heaviness, and a steadier sense of vitality while walking. Over time, improved circulation can make everyday activities feel noticeably easier. Climbing stairs becomes less exhausting. Standing for extended periods becomes more manageable, and simply moving around throughout the day feels more comfortable when the legs receive better blood flow and support. If you ever tried niacin before, let me know later in the video what your experience was like. Did you feel the flush? Did your legs feel lighter, warmer, or more comfortable afterward? Your story could help someone else viewing this and attempting to decide whether this nutrient is the right option for their circulation needs. Nutrient 2, vitamin K2 7 Malawian quatches. As we grow older, something very common begins occurring inside the body. Although most individuals don't feel it at all while it's happening, calcium gradually starts depositing into the walls of the arteries. This process is gradual and silent. It accumulates over the years, slowly forming a layer of calcium that makes the arteries stiffer, less flexible, and less capable of opening and closing as they once did. When arteries lose this natural flexibility, blood can't travel through them as easily as before. This becomes particularly noticeable in the legs, where blood must travel downward against gravity. Activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for extended periods can start to feel heavier and more tiring than previously. One nutrient that plays a substantial role in slowing the stiffening process is vitamin K2, more specifically the 7 Malawian quatches form. This form of K2 differs from vitamin K1 found in leafy greens. 7 Malawian quatches is the version the body utilizes to guide calcium to the appropriate places, instead of permitting calcium to remain trapped inside artery walls. 7 Malawian quatches helps direct it back into the bones where it belongs. That's one reason many individuals over age 60 find K2 so valuable. It supports stronger bones while also helping to maintain blood vessels flexible, which is what healthy leg circulation depends on. Proper dosage and absorption. Many supplements provide between 100 and 300 micrograms of vitamin K2 daily in the 7 Malawian quatches form. 7 Malawian quatches is important because it remains in the bloodstream long enough to actually perform its job. Since vitamin K2 is fat-soluble, the body absorbs it much better when it's consumed with a meal that includes healthy fats. Even something simple like yogurt, a few nuts, a bit of olive oil, or some avocado can assist. And because supplements can interact with medications, especially blood thinners, it's always wise to discuss with a physician or pharmacist first. Understanding how K2 works. The way vitamin K2 functions inside the arteries becomes clearer once you understand the inner process. Inside the body, there exists a protein called matrix GLA protein, often shortened to MGP. You can picture MGP as a tiny cleanup worker patrolling the artery walls. However, this cleanup worker stays inactive, almost like it's asleep, unless vitamin K2 is present. When 7 Malawian quatches activates MGP, this protein attaches itself to calcium deposits that have settled inside the artery walls and helps remove them. These deposits are what make arteries stiff. Over time, as more calcium is cleared out, the arteries can become more flexible again, They can bend, stretch, and respond better to changes in blood pressure. When arteries regain this flexibility, blood can travel down into the legs more easily and more efficiently, which can make everyday movements feel more comfortable. The calcium-collagen K2 connection. But calcium doesn't just affect the arteries. It's also at the core of bone strength. That's why it's important that calcium ends up in the correct place. Inside your bones, there's another key player, collagen. If you think of calcium as the hard material that gives bones their firmness, then collagen is like the internal framework that holds everything together. Strands of collagen form a flexible scaffold inside the bone, and calcium crystals attach to that scaffold. The result is a structure that's hard yet resilient enough to handle everyday stress. This is why many bone support formulas for older adults combine calcium with collagen. Calcium provides a mineral content, while collagen acts like the connective mesh that helps that calcium stay organized inside the bone. Some studies in postmenopausal women suggest that adding collagen peptides to a basic calcium and vitamin D routine can support better improvements in bone mineral density. In practical terms, that means supporting bones that are dense on a scan and supported at the microscopic level by a healthy collagen framework. The complete picture. When you put all of this together, you can think of it as a simple trio. Vitamin K2 helps guide calcium away from the artery walls and back toward the bones. Collagen provides the internal structure inside the bones, giving calcium something strong and flexible to attach to. Calcium itself provides a hardness and strength. For an older adult, especially someone whose legs feel heavy, cold, or slow to warm up, this combination can be very meaningful. Supporting flexible arteries and well-structured bones is a foundation for walking more comfortably, standing with more confidence, and feeling more stable on your feet. If your legs often feel tight, cold, or unusually slow to warm up, that can be a sign that the arteries in the legs aren't as flexible as they used to be. Nutrients like vitamin K2, along with a healthy intake of calcium and collagen, as part of an overall plan, may help support both circulation and bone health over time, especially as you age. And if you've ever used K2 or collagen before, I'd truly be interested to hear about your experience. Did your legs feel warmer, more comfortable, or less tense? Did it take several weeks before you noticed a change? Feel free to share your story later in the comments, because your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear while they're deciding whether these nutrients could support their own circulation and bone strength too. Nutrient 3, vitamin C. Vitamin C is essential for both the production and stability of nitric oxide, a powerful molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and widen. Nitric oxide acts like a messenger inside your cardiovascular system, carrying the instruction that it's time for the vessel walls to loosen a little so blood can pass through more easily. When this signal is present and stable, the vessels can gently open, pressure on the vessel walls can ease, and circulation can adapt better to changes in posture and daily activity. If there isn't enough support for nitric oxide, or if it's broken down too quickly, that relaxing signal fades away sooner than it should. Over time, this can leave the blood vessels less responsive than they were designed to be. Vitamin C helps on both sides of this process. It contributes to the formation of nitric oxide and also helps keep it from disappearing too quickly, choosing the right form. Because many individuals want to take vitamin C every day, the form they choose becomes important. Buffered vitamin C and liposomal vitamin C are both designed to be gentler on the stomach while supporting higher, more comfortable absorption. In a buffered form, vitamin C is combined with minerals to reduce its natural acidity. This less acidic form tends to be kinder to the digestive tract, especially for individuals who feel discomfort or irritation with regular ascorbic acid tablets or powders. Liposomal vitamin C takes a different approach. In this form, vitamin C is wrapped in tiny fat-like bubbles called liposomes. These liposomes are intended to help vitamin C move through the digestive system and into the bloodstream more efficiently. The idea behind both buffered and liposomal forms is the same. You get the benefits of vitamin C, especially for nitric oxide support, while reducing the chance of stomach upset and making it easier to use meaningful amounts consistently. Proper dosage and timing. For dosage, a simple and clear guideline is to take 1,000 milligrams once or twice daily, preferably earlier in the day. Starting with 1,000 milligrams allows most adults to see how their body responds. Some individuals are comfortable staying at that level, while others choose to add a second 1,000 milligram serving later, as long as it still feels good and fits with professional advice. This pattern, 1 or 2 doses per day, fits well with the way vitamin C works in the body. Vitamin C is water-soluble, which means it's not stored in large amounts for long periods. The body uses what it needs and gradually excretes the rest. Because of that, it makes more sense to give the body a steady supply than to take a very large dose occasionally. Keeping the daily dose around 1,000 milligrams, possibly twice a day, provides consistent support without going beyond recommended levels. Timing also plays an important role in how vitamin C fits into a daily routine. It should be consumed in the morning or early afternoon. This timing is important because higher doses may provide mild stimulation and can interfere with sleep if taken late in the day. Some individuals notice that vitamin C makes them feel a little more awake or alert. While that can be helpful earlier in the day, it's not ideal when you're trying to relax and wind down at night. Taking vitamin C earlier prevents this from becoming a problem and lines up better with the body's natural rhythm. How vitamin C protects nitric oxide. The mechanism behind all of this brings the picture together. Vitamin C protects nitric oxide from rapid breakdown while supporting endothelial health. The endothelium is a thin, delicate layer of cells that lines inside of your blood vessels. When these cells are healthy, they can sense nitric oxide and respond appropriately by relaxing the vessel wall. When vitamin C is present in adequate amounts, it acts as an antioxidant, helping to shield nitric oxide from being destroyed too quickly by oxidative stress. This protection allows nitric oxide to stay active long enough to deliver its relax and widen message effectively. At the same time, vitamin C's support for the endothelium helps those vessel lining cells remain responsive throughout the day. Putting all of these pieces together, vitamin C becomes more than just a general-purpose vitamin. It's a targeted helper for the nitric oxide system. It supports the production of nitric oxide, helps keep it stable, works best in buffered or liposomal forms that are gentle on the stomach, is typically used in doses of around 1,000 milligrams once or twice earlier in the day, and exerts its main benefit by protecting nitric oxide and supporting the endothelial lining. The result is that blood vessels are better able to relax and respond when needed during daily activity. Bringing it all together, you've just seen how 3 simple nutrients can quietly work in your favor after 60. Flushing niacin to help open up blood vessels. Vitamin K2 Malawian quatches to guide calcium back into your bones instead of your artery walls. Buffered or liposomal vitamin C to protect nitric oxide, so your vessels can relax when you need them to. They're not magic pills, and they don't replace your doctor or your medications. But taken in the right form at the right dose and consistently for at least 90 days, they can become a steady, gentle support for warmer feet, lighter legs, and more comfortable walking over time. Always talk with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, especially if you have heart disease, diabetes, or take blood thinners. I want you to feel better, but also stay safe. If this helped you, hit subscribe and watch the next video on your screen, where I show you simple daily leg movements that work together with these vitamins to boost your circulation even more. Bell, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Life Health. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe to Golden Life Health and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Folded hands.